Enchanté.
Luca, A, you just ruined my intro, and B, that's my smoothie.
Sorry.
So selfish. Good morning and welcome to another video. And today is going to be a good one because I'm heading up to London to get a Dexa scan to find out my body fat percentage. Pretty sick, right? So I got my body fat tested around this time last year, came out at around 13%, but that was done with a bod pod and with skin calipers, which aren't as reliable. A Dexa scan is generally considered to be one of the most, if not the most reliable means of measuring your body fat percentage. So, should be sick. Now I'm intrigued to find out where I am. I think people think I'm leaner than I actually am because I don't really deposit any body fat on my abs, so I think it's a little bit misleading, but we'll find out. You know, I've been sitting at or around maintenance for the last few months. I've actually gained a bit of weight recently, so I've probably been doing a little bit of an accidental lean bulk, although lean is generous if you watch my days of eating. But yeah, it should be interesting to see where I come out. Now, I'm toying with the idea, depending on where I am today body fat wise, I'm toying with the idea of over the next kind of couple of months trying to get leaner and kind of going back and getting another scan done and finding out how much body fat I can drop. If you would like me to do that, if you would like to see a little series, maybe like a little mini cut series to see how much body fat I can shed in that period of time, then drop this video a like, let me know you'd like to see that. But for now, I've got some things I need to get done before I catch my train, so let's get the day started. Out to the gym, I'm about to go in and train. It's quite early, it's like 9 in the morning, which is earlier than I would typically train. That's why I only had the smoothie for breakfast, because anything more substantial than that and I'll definitely be sick. Now the reason I'm training this time is that my scan is at 3 o'clock and the guidance on Dexa scans is that you don't train within about 4 hours of the scans. Obviously I need to be done by like 11 at the latest because I don't want my training to interfere with the reliability of my results. It's friggin' freezing, by the way, jeez. Anyway, in terms of training, I'm gonna be doing something I've never done before. Now, it's making me cringe just the thought of it. I'm gonna be training just arms, right? Like if you told me a couple of years ago back when I was a powerlifter that I'll be training just arms in a session, I probably would have thrown myself off a cliff, but I'm going to do it for a couple of reasons. Firstly, my shoulder is injured, right? So any kind of pushing movement at the moment is really uncomfortable. Pulling movements, like who cares about back? Jokes, back is important. I just thought it would be fun, basically. I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be, you know, something enjoyable to go in and just train arms because I've never done it before. So yeah, let's make it happen, see you in there.
Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole damn week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million motherfuckers that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Whole life never when I do nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My day really not tame. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you.
Training is done. It was good, and by good I mean weird. That was definitely my overriding feeling, like not starting a session with a big compound lift is a strange experience. But on the plus side, the pump was outrageous. Like whenever you train biceps and triceps together, you get an absolute next level pump. So swings and roundabouts, you know. Anyway, on the topic of training and more specifically training programs, if you would like to be coached by me, aka the best online coach in the game, you can sign up to one of my training plans by clicking on the top link in the description. There's a hypertrophy plan to build muscle, there is a fat loss plan to get shredded, and there is a hybrid plan that is my own personal training program. So click on the top link in the description, join Team MDF, become my best friend, everyone's a winner. Anyway, time is running out, let's go and get some lunch. Subway has been acquired, so basically as well as the 4-hour guidance around training, the same goes for food. So basically you shouldn't be eating anything within 4 hours of getting a scan. Therefore I had a small window to get food, so I basically ran around the corner to Subway, took like an easy way out. I've gone for like a, what's it called, a mega melt breakfast. I just got in there, the window for breakfast. So it's like a, you can see that, like egg, bacon, sausage, ketchup, cheese, etc. Looks pretty decent. Got it on like 9 grain bread because I'm a healthy guy. And then the world's smallest cup featuring some water. I thought I'd get a pretty calorie dense sub because after this I won't be eating for like 6, probably 7 hours. So yeah, I feel like I should get calories in while I can. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna eat this now. Finished, that was decent. I've got a train to catch.
International, Buckley, Headcourt,
On the train, have a decaf coffee, I'm going to get some work done, then it'll be time to find out how friggin' fat I am. Off the train, currently negotiating the underground, getting a little bit nervous for the body fat test. What if I'm like if I'm like 25% body fat, how bad would that be? In fact, if I'm over like 20%, I'm just going to delete this video and never see the light of day. My navigational skills are terrible, so assuming I can actually find the place, which supposedly is like 500 meters away, I'll see you there.
Hey Matt.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Well,
How are you?
body scan, good. Yeah, good. So we're going to give you a Dexa scan today.
Yeah.
So we're going to put you on here. This is the scanner.
So you were saying you reckon it's like higher than you typically get?
Yeah. So most of the pictures you see in magazines of bodybuilders are measured using calipers.
Yeah.
And that tends to give a result about 5-7 points below this. So if you're 20% here,
5 to 7 points, right? So just if I'm like 20% here, cut me some slack, right? This is what happens. This is the way it goes.
13%.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the lowest you've ever had here?
Lowest percentage body fat is 10.0. 10.0.
So 10% body fat is the lowest ever. Just to give you a after effects. Yeah. So out of interest, right? Looking at me now, you've done a lot of these scans. What are you saying? If you had to gauge, from eye.
Pretty low, yeah.
Give me a number, come on. I'm intrigued.
13%.
13. You think they're going? I think it's going to be higher. I think it's going to be higher.
Step on them. On the table. Okay, head here. Okay, I'll just put your numbers in here. Just come over about an inch to the left, your whole body. Okay, that's good. There we go.
What does that do?
Just stops your feet moving. Is that comfortable?
Yes.
Yep. Alright, so I'm going to start the table. So the scan takes about 4 minutes, Matt. Right? The table you're lying on is moving very slowly, and the scanning arm above you now, that's going to make a number of sweeps over your body. Okay, Matt, we're scanning now.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, you did. You can get up.
Okay, hit me with the numbers.
Hit with the numbers. All right. So you might be disappointed.
Okay.
All right, but we're going to go with your subtotal fat. Okay. So for people like you, competitive.
Yeah.
So your body fat percentage is 14.1%.
14.1%. That's my actual
body fat percentage.
14.1.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be.
Because with calipers, you see, you'd be about 7 to 9.
Okay, so that means I'm probably leaner than I was this time last year. Though that 13% I got from the bod pod and the calipers.
What did you get on the calipers?
I think the calipers were like kind of 12 and the bod pod was like 13.
Okay,
I remember I averaged it out around 13.
Yeah, so I would say compared to those, you're probably in better condition now than
Yes!
you were.
Sick! Okay,
Alright.
that's good news.
Okay, just to get down to the nitty gritty, so without your head, we'll include your head, okay?
Okay, yeah.
You're carrying 14 kilograms of body fat. Everyone's about 25% fat in the head.
That's interesting.
So, you know, that's
I know that.
you're quite tall.
I feel like there would be not much fat in your...
Right.
Where is
in the
that?
brain.
Oh, okay.
Fat in the brain. Okay.
Stupid friggin' brain.
Your fat mass index is this number here, 4.14. Okay, and your lean index is 22.7. I'll use another bodybuilder figure, right? Okay. Might be down at say 3.6, right? So that's that's where the little bit of fat is, but it's not much.
Yeah.
It might only be a kilo.
Yeah.
Right, and that your body fat percentage will then drop rapidly. Okay.
It's cut down on the McDonald's and pieces and stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Or any calories. Now your lean index, your muscle for height, is here. It's number 22.7, and you can see you're above the 90th percentile.
Yes.
Right? Now above the 90th, that's what I call professional bodybuilder. Professional bodybuilder.
That's a quote you heard there first.
Yeah, and a natural limit, right? Before we get onto
steroids,
exactly steroids.
Yeah.
The natural limit for that number is typically around 25 from there. Okay. So if someone comes in over 25, it's a sign of steroids. Yeah.
You've got a little steroid alarm that's going on.
Your bone density is about 127% of average. You're not going to break a bone, I don't think ever.
Yeah.
All right.
Touch wood.
I'm going to look at your muscle distribution now. So I'm just going to plot some numbers on here. You've got 5 kilos of muscle in each arm, and 14. Your legs are dead symmetric. You're a very good squatter.
Yes.
14.3 kilos of muscle in each leg. Okay. And you can kind of see it on you. That is huge.
Okay.
So just some trivia here.
Do you know what? That would have been a bit like when I stopped powerlifting 2 years ago. My legs were significantly bigger. So that would have been, I would have liked to know what they were at that point. Yeah, I was squatting like 4 days a week. Okay, so what do you think? Yeah, I'm pleased, I'm happy. That's definitely lower than I thought it was going to be. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I will take that. Okay, 14.1%. Jeez Louise. I guess I'm happy, like mainly because when the guy at the start was saying about them overestimating like body Dexa scans generally being higher than what you would find elsewhere, I was panicking thinking it's going to be like 20%, it's going to be like friggin' awkward, but yeah, 14.1%, I'm really happy because that's like, that technically or potentially means that's like the leanest, this is the leanest I've ever been, which is like nuts because I actually did a bit of a cut this time last year and got relatively lean, whereas the last 6 months I've been eating literally what I want. Like, go back and watch my days of eating, I eat like a lot of crap on a very regular basis. So it kind of makes me think, imagine if I tried to get lean, you know, like part of me's thinking it would be quite fun just to try and get friggin' shredded for a couple of months and then go and get another scan. Yeah, and see how low I can get and see how sick and friggin' freaky I can look. If you'd like to see it, but like I said at the start, if you'd like to see it, then drop the video, like, let me know as the case. Even though I'm saying I'm happy with it, I imagine that a lot of you guys are probably sat there thinking, Matt, I thought you were lower than 14%. Like, I get people quite frequently saying that I must be like, you know, 10, maybe even sub 10%. There are a few reasons for that. So a few reasons why my body fat is higher than you guys probably think it is. The first one, and I think the main one, is my body fat, where I deposit body fat. So I have very favourable genetics in that sense, mainly in that I do not deposit body fat on my stomach, right, on my abs. So you can put body fat anywhere on your body. That depends on your parents. You inherit that, it's genetic, right? So you have genetic traits which lead you to deposit body fat in different areas. Some people on the stomach, some people on the bum, on their legs, whatever. I personally put most of my fat kind of here on my lower back and then on my quads and hamstrings, right? Instagram pictures, you don't see that, right? That's covered by like my pants and the angle of the shot. So I put very little fat on this kind of specific area here, and what that means is I can be higher body fat, so I can be like I am now, 40, maybe even up to 15, 16, 17%, and still have pretty decent looking abs, which gives me the illusion of being leaner than I am. On top of that, I'm good at posing for pictures, right? What most of you are judging my body fat percentage on is probably Instagram pictures, okay? Now, you have to bear in mind, an Instagram picture is very posed, like I've made myself look as good as I possibly can in the most favourable lighting from the most favourable angle, right? And I might pick out one shot from like 20 photos that I've taken. So basically, the moral of the story is that unless you see someone in real life, or at least in a video when they're moving in different lighting, and you see all of their physique, not just their abs, it's very hard to judge accurately what their body fat percentage is. And I also think there is like a bit of a trend whereby people, like society, thinks they're leaner than they are. I think a lot of people will come out and say, oh, you know, I'm 12% body fat, when actually they're not. I think people do think that, and that's obviously fed a little bit by like the guy was saying, some other means of testing body fat. Like there are things like scales and stuff that supposedly test your body fat, but they're gonna a lot of the time give you a much lower number than where you actually are. So people walk around thinking they're shredded when actually, you know, they're not. But that is pretty much that, guys. In summary, I am like Jesus, I'm friggin' shredded, and if I try and get actually shredded, it will be potentially very exciting. By the way, if you are interested, the place I got it done at is called Body Scan. There's a couple of them in London, so I'll put a link to their website in the description. You want to go and check them out and get a Dexa scan and get an accurate measurement of your body fat, then feel free to go and do it. The guy is very nice, he's a very cool guy, so I would definitely recommend it. It is very insightful. Obviously you get lots of information in regards to where, you know, fat is, how much muscle you have, etc. All that good stuff. Okay, but on that note, I'm going to end the video because A, I'm standing here talking to a camera like a weirdo and people are walking past thinking, who the hell is this freak? And B, my train comes in approximately 11 minutes and the train station is like 7 minutes away, so this is a terrible idea. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like me to do a mini cut and get freaking shredded like I said, give it a thumbs up as well. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you tomorrow.